Anyway, yeah, cool. So here we are with this. Let's just mute and spin that wheel. Simple as. Simple as indeed. Coming up next is... Ooh. Oh no. It's this one. The reason why I say oh no, right, is because this is my favorite game of all time. Oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this one, and it is gonna be a bit of a turn. A bit of a turn indeed. Hello, welcome back. Here is Majora's Mask. Alright, I forgot that happened. That made that sound extra creepy. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. Let me just go and update the category side of things for this. And turn it down because this sounds bloody loud. God damn, help me. Okay, so let's see. I just need to go ahead and provide the link to this, don't I? As this was from 15th of June, 2017 to the 29th of August. Yeah, that was sure was something, wasn't it? Here is the link for anybody kind of curious about this. If you really would like to watch this LP, which was unfinished. This was unfinished. And I'm going to explain about my reasons why. This is one of the LPs I've done on my channel where I do not really have the greatest of outlooks for it. Anyway, let's see. So, probably just call this like C64, because I just want to get on with this pretty quick. Why not? Oh dear indeed, yes. Allow me to take you on a journey of what it was like back then in 2017. So, at the time... Oh no, wait, let me set the timer as well, because otherwise we're going to waste time.
Ready, go!
So at the time, I just got my new PC, which was the one that I still use to this day, because I upgraded from a thing to a laptop, and also I moved into a room, which was fantastic. You know, it was very ideal. But the problem was, I was so into this new setup with my PC and the capture card and everything that I just was not paying attention to the quality of the LP. And because of that, it was rushed. Every part was crammed out. I did not take the time to finalize it and make sure that every part thrown out, you know, had a bit of attention to detail and whatnot thrown into it. Because I remember Harry at the time was watching the LP and he gave me absolute honest feedback about how he felt about the LP. And unfortunately at the time, you know, I was very naive. Because I thought, I've got a powerful PC, I've been doing LPs now for like 5 years, so I know what I'm doing. So I didn't really listen to his advice. But little did I know that it would haunt me later during the years. As boy oh boy, this LP was all over the place. Mainly just because I kind of took the route to try and get as much things that you can get done. And while that's good, it meant that the pacing for it was very, very, very slow. And I'm talking like it took me about 8 to 9 episodes, I think, to get out of Clock Town. So most of it was just side quests at the beginning. It was that sort of LP. It was such a drag. Such a drag. So I know for sure in the future, if I ever revisit this, I will 100% make sure that this is a bit more sorted out when it comes to the pacing. Because, you know, like, oh boy, I just do not like it at all. And if you look at the banner as well, it also says, you can kind of tell that I was pushing this out way too much. Because I don't know if you guys can read it, but on the banner, it says about my upload schedule. The fact that it says weekdays, and also weekends as well. Because I tried to go for like a daily upload on this, and... a bit of advice, don't do that. Don't do that unless you've got everything all under control. Because otherwise, you're going to be sending out a rush product. Because if you go from this compared to Toy Story 2, you can kind of see like the giant difference. Cal uploading on weekdays? At least I think it was. Did it say weekdays or did it say something else? The banner itself doesn't look too bad though. Yeah, the actual visual side of things was okay. As you can see on the banner, the banner, there's like silhouettes. What that was supposed to do is they were supposed to remain as shadows until I actually picked up the mask, and then it would become available on the banner. That like is some sort of like tracker, if you will, for the LP, but that didn't come to fruition. The amount of episodes that I did for this LP, I've got it up right now actually, was 44. I did 44 episodes of this. I mean, I might think, oh wow, that's a lot of episodes, good job. Yeah, but that was like literally up to the Great Bay Temple, where I fought Georg, and then the LP just died. Mainly just because I wasn't convinced. I thought, this is terrible. I could do way better now. At the time though, I did like the perspective of what it was, because I was using my new PC, so I could like literally just record episodes, like, and crank them out super fast, but too fast. That's the problem, you know? I advise not to do that anyway. It's super taxing, especially if you look to upload at a certain level of quality. I learned that hard way myself. I know exactly what you're talking about. Bloody hell, because you cranked out a crap ton of stuff due during 2016. But I'd still say, even though it came out daily, you did at least have a bit of an attention to detail. This was just crap. This is one of my least favorite LPs that I've ever done on my channel. And that's why I encourage people not to check it out. And you know what's worse? You know how precise I am, right? When it comes to playing games on a monitor. I need that complete precision. That control. That delay. Or at least the no delay. I played this on the Wii U. Because at the time, this was the best way that I could get it out of a console and have it in good, somewhat appealing quality. Why can't you not stream and binge watch your old LPs? Because like I said before, I don't like that. I don't like doing streams of me just looking at crap. I'd rather play the crap and talk about it. Because also, I can't really find segues for me to speak about stuff if I'm watching my old LP. I mean, I suppose I could do a couple of them one day if you're kind of curious, but for this project, I just didn't want to do that. I played this on the Wii as well. It is very good emulation. Yeah, oh my god, it is. That was my first experience of it back in 2012. But see, as I was saying though, I played this on the Wii U, and Nintendo are really not that good at porting the Nintendo 64 games on the Wii U. They really aren't, because I tested this, right? Every time I moved on the Wii U version of this, there was like virtually a full second delay on the gamepad. Not just on the TV, on the gamepad. So that meant that I basically had to play the LP with like a 1 second delay on it, and it was terrible, especially when it came to doing the Octorok minigame. If you guys want my full rage, there is an episode, I forget what it's called, but it's the one when I'm trying to do the Octorok minigame in Clock Town, and you can tell that I was absolutely livid. Absolutely bloody livid. And I mean, like, in the terms of not just, you know, oh, I'm doing anger for the sake of comedy. No, I was proper, like, pissed off. It's probably the only times that you're ever going to see me, like, that mad, because I really hated everything back then. 2017 was not a good year for me. Wii U Virtual Console had issues, yeah. Oh, damn. Indeed. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Although at the time, I suppose some of the thumbnails and whatnot I was okay with. And, oh, I also, Nintendo was, oh, they were up my arse. They were right up my bloody arse when it came to cranking this out. Because you know Nintendo and their copyright and whatnot. Yeah. I had to basically, every cutscene in this game that had the music and I really wanted to capture the mood, I had to dub over the Zelda reorchestrated versions instead to make it slide. Otherwise, they wouldn't allow it. So this LP was supposed to be casual, you know, for me, just playing my favorite game ever, but it was just a chore. It was an absolute tedious chore. Nintendo lives up Cal's ass. Bloody hell. So yeah. So that's where the rest of their 2020 lineup has gone. Up my arse? Yeah, we're definitely agreeing on that. I've not played more than a few minutes of this game, honestly. It's just one I've never got round to properly. Alright, I see. In case you don't know, Sheep, this is like my favorite game ever. Next to Banjo-Kazooie, I absolutely adore this game. I even did a randomizer of it, for God's sake. There was lag of Virtual Console. Speedrunners mainly used the Virtual Console. Oh, yeah, dude, but I'm talking the Wii U Virtual Console, not the Wii Virtual Console. The Wii Virtual Console is fine. because that was my first experience on this game, and it was magical back in about 2012. But the Wii U one is, oh god, it's awful. It's still not good now, because even when I played Donkey Kong 64 on stream, because I'm playing it on the Wii U Virtual Console, it's not the best. It really isn't. But I've got used to it over time. Yeah, well, Wii VHC worked really well. It did for us as well in the PAL, because it meant that we got the 60 Hz version of the games. We got the faster version of Super Mario 64. That was our cheap solution for it back then. Oh, I see what you mean now. Damn you, Nintendo, naming the Wii and Wii U similar. I know, right? It's really weird. There is one bloody wicked thing, though, I find about the Wii U, which I feel needs to be talked about a lot more. Because I did this yesterday when I was playing Metro Prime. When I was playing Metro Prime, right, you know you have to point with the Wiimote to the sensor bar, right? I was not using the sensor bar. I was using the Wii U gamepads. Yeah, like the gamepad itself actually has a sensor bar built into it that you can use. So I have that like on, plugged in with the charger, and I can use that as essentially a wireless sensor bar while I play through the Wii games. Haven't played this game in 17 or 18 years or so. Oh wow, it's just kind of curious, Zahn. What was it like at the time when it came out? Like, what was the reception for it? Because, you know, I was too young to experience it back then. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, it certainly is. It saves me having to trail another bloody sensor bar around the back. God damn. But isn't it kind of sad, though, to find that my favorite game ever is also my least favorite LP I've ever done? I don't know. That's just the way it is. I even said that in the retrospective as well. In fact, oh, I remember. I made this LP I made alongside my LP retrospective in 2017, because that was 5 years. That was 5 years of my time on YouTube. Bad luck, I suppose. Yeah, I met with a terrible fate, pretty much. I do question some of these like camera shots though. I played it around its release and people were baffled by it. Its tone and complete setup is drastic compared to Ocarina of Time. It was looked down upon. It was one of those games in that case, I guess, and then over time it just got more love. Particularly on the internet. I'm trying to wonder though what year it was that this game started to get the attention it deserved. Your most hated LP and fave game, you've met a terrible fate, haven't you? Yeah, pretty much. And it gets worse. It gets... God. I don't know how you guys are going to feel when I get to the next game that was immediately after Majora's Mask, because this one was... it was even worse. But, you know, you go through your dark days, and then you come out at the end of a tunnel. Because literally, the cool thing, as annoying as 2017 was... 2018 was a huge, massive turnaround, and a positive one at that. Wind Waker had a similar thing. People looked down on it due to the art style, and nowadays people are coming around to it. I would say probably in 2010 because of YouTube reviewers and speedrunners popularizing the game. I see. I'm starting to wonder as well if Chugga Conroy had something to do with this, because he did an LP of the game because people hated it. You know, they were saying, like, oh, this game is, like, really weird in places. And I just find it incredibly suspicious how, when he did the LP of it in 2011, suddenly you have these people praising the game. I'm not saying he was the main source, but, you know, he was, like, probably part of it. That's my little theory. I might be wrong about that. Anyway, let's see. So we've got all this done, and now I gotta go over to the, town side of things, haven't I? Yes. Also, yes, I know, I'm playing this on the... Zelda's Collection Edition, which isn't the best, but it's the only way I can play this in 60 Hz, because I'm officially doing what I should have done from the very beginning. Had I played this game in 60 Hz, instead of on the crappy-ass Wii U Virtual Console, this would have been a much more pleasant experience. And I could kind of tell with the input delay as well, because that Octorok minigame, right? I did that on the N64 itself, because I was using that as my practice file on the actual cartridge. I did the Octorok minigame first try, no problems, but the Wii U one was just giving me so much grief. Goodness me. In fact, you know what, just because I can, because I feel you guys need to see this. You guys need to see this. This is something that I've always been kind of afraid to show, but I'll see if I can get it up and whatnot. I I'm going to go ahead and find the exact episode that I'm speaking about, and you guys can skim through it and see all the things that I'm speaking about right now. As, oh boy, it is something. Okay, let's see, I just need to mute this. There we go. I love this game. Not at first, but I had to keep coming back. It was like in the Demon and sure to finish Majora's Mask. That's what a lot of people feel about it these days as well, don't they? Okay, so let's see. I'm just scrolling through the episodes really quick. Which one was it? It was... I'm trying to find it now. Here it is, episode 15. Oh, it had to be number 15 as well, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Disney. It's called Damn Delay. Well, there you go. That just sums it up completely, doesn't it? What is it? The Something Awful forums? San Andreas? Oh yeah, the Something Awful forums. Let's Plays originated from there. That's right. Oh yeah, me and Zahn talked about this. That was some dude called Slow Beef and whatnot. Because back then, they weren't moving games. They weren't moving games at all. They were actually like still pictures. It was essentially like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, but actually good. Like for real. Anyway, right, here it is, guys. Here's my torment. Enjoy. Literally, have a skim through this half-an-hour episode and then watch me lose my shit. Watch me lose my shit for this, for the stupid damn delay. I go absolutely over the top. And you can tell that it is not for comedy. It is not for comedic purposes at all. Hello there, Grex. If you want to watch Callie Rage, click that link right there. You will not be disappointed. Probably terrified instead. Screenshot LPs were a lot more popular than video LPs. Yes, they were. That's right. Zahn knows a lot about this, see, because I remember he was like into it back then when it was starting to become a thing, right? At least as far as I remember. But what you told me about, anywho. Wow, though, we've got like 14 minutes of us left already. This is why I'm glad I extended the timer for 30 minutes, because I could just like literally waffle on about all of this. North Clock Town. Oh, boy. Oh, another thing as well, at the time, what was it? I had the whole house to myself, which was like amazing. But I wasted it all recording this LP. And also, my dog, at the time, unfortunately, you know, he passed away, like, this year in February, so R.I.P. But, I remember, my dog was not really helping out at all with anything. So that didn't help out at all, but, you know, he's a dog, whatever. Yeah, I was, around back then, I'm old. Alright, okay, I wasn't really getting onto that sort of thing, but fair enough. R.I.P. Duggo. Thank you very much. Yes. Harley Doggy. Yep. That's the boy. That is indeed the boy. He lived a long, happy life. I always found this bit kind of, like, strange. Oh, actually, no, it's not that bit. I remember... Harry, of all people, pointed this out to me. So, you know when you're a Deku and then you go into like this light which spins you around and lifts you up? Because of the way the hood is positioned, he called it basically, the Deku has a boner. I was like, you sick bastard. No, I can't unsee this. Great Fairy is creepy AF. Oh yeah, in this it's like really weird. Majora's Mask on the GameCube? It's like puking on a pile of shit. Massive is not the fan of this on the GameCube, but little does he know that this is ideally what we needed in the UK, so that then we could play this 60 Hz in the legitimate style. I disabled desktop audio then for some reason. The Lego Cube. Lego Cube sounds actually bloody wicked. I would totally try that. What was wrong with the GC release? Curious? Just, playback's not the best. You know, at times, sometimes it... Here's the thing, I've heard apparently this freezes a lot, but I haven't really had much time to see it freeze. Every time I've played it, it's been okay. But sometimes there's a bit of lag and whatnot. But the thing that's good is, you know, this game, it runs Majora's Mask in 60 Hz. And, you know, sheep, like, the N64 that we had, right, it ran in 50 Hz, which was a lot slower compared to the US counterparts. And this was our only thing that we could do at the time, I suppose, back in the early 2000s. Because the Zelda Collector's Edition will only run in 60 Hz. Super sluggish for us, yeah, exactly. Because every GCN I've encountered in person has Lego pieces. Can I ask a question? Why do some people call it GCN? Because, you know, that stands for, like, GameCube Nintendo. Who calls it the GameCube Nintendo? I just literally call it the GameCube. Or am I like, thinking of probably something else? Who knows? The official abbreviation is GCN for some reason. No idea why. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Nobody says that. It's like, you know, James Rolfe, AVGM, when he said, like, you don't say Jaguar, you say Jag. I'm like, I've never heard anybody say Jag. Nintendo named it that for the abbreviation, yeah. NGC makes more sense to me. Yeah, the Nintendo... Yeah, the Nintendo... Why is it not that way? Why is it GCN? It should be NGC. NGC actually sounds cooler as well. Like, PS1 is PSX. PSX is actually an entirely different system. Yeah, I know about that. I remember I discovered about it. I was like, wait, what? Really? Damn. Jag is an old phrase. No one uses it anymore. Oh, maybe that's the reason why then. Who knows? But yeah, well, anytime I play this game, I don't have to think half the time. You know, I just kind of like play it because all of these like events are in the back of my memory, and that's why it's like one of my favorite games ever. Because it's just one that I'm just like, oh yeah, this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and tie in and get this done as well. It's essentially a multitask time management game, which for me, that is right up my street. It's not going to be for everybody, but for me, it is super ideal. I still call it a Jag, booting up my Jag. You know what really sucks? The fact that I cannot add Atari 2600 to vote nights. Because I reckon that'll be fun, but nobody wants to see Atari through bloody Aerial on the stream. I'd have to come up with a better solution for that. Cool short way of saying Jaguar. In Team Fortress 2, the engineer has a wrench called the Jag, and it is a wrench shaped like Jaguar's jaws and fangs. Oh, right, I see. Jaguar is also a brand for like clothing, I think, and a bag? That would be interesting to see. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Fair enough, Grex. Is that just you being upset that Sheep didn't do Twitch Sings at the end? I've never played this game. Oh, maybe you should one day. Maybe you probably should one day. It's up to you. I'm not expecting you, though, to be absolutely in love with it like I am, because this game is kind of like Marmite to a lot of people, you know? You either you love it or you hate it. It really depends what you want out of a Zelda game and what you find to be enjoyable, because I've heard people have played this, and they often struggle with it because of anxiety. You know, of all this management, this time management, these tasks that you have to tie all into this day, and the fact that if you screw it up, you have to start all over again. But for me, that's a thrill ride. I like to be, like, organized with what I'm doing. You mean the wrench? I can look up the image. Cheap. Alright, I see. He means like the 2600. He was on about when I was saying that, you know, it's a shame how I can't do that, but I'd have to do it through Aerial. And we were just kind of like wondering who the hell would want to watch like Atari 2600 through Aerial. Oh, here's an example of why this sort of slows down a bit. The frame rate isn't the best. It isn't the best, but at least I get the 60 Hz, so whatever. It's mine though. He told us that he had some stuff to do this evening. I see. Oh wait, yeah, he did, didn't he? Of course. I know. I'm only messing around with you. Come here, kid. God damn it, I hate these things. Trying to capture one of them is always a pain. Alright, Sheep, not a problem, dude. Catch you in a minute. Kid, can you, like, sit still for a second? There we go, fine. I see is what I usually tend to say if I don't really know how to respond. Oh, great, what does Tattle want at this point? We got 7 minutes of this left. Wow. In half an hour, so much happens, and I never knew this up until now. That's kind of crazy. Oh, great, it's already like night the first day as well, isn't it? I'm going to see if I can get it in time so that then I can give the thing to the hand in the toilet. That's ideally what I need. Oh yeah, also look at the logo. Mischievous. I used a lot of moon. You even find that in the border, the video border of this, and the thing that doesn't make sense, I had the moon on the left side and the moon on the right, so it didn't even look like a moon, it looked like a giant oval. A giant sphere of the moon. But yeah, I would totally love to do a proper LP of this one day and make it as definitive as I can. Way better than what the 2017 product was. Because boy is that not good. At least IMO. You guys might enjoy it, but for me, no. Sorry. Okay, what's this code? It's 24135. Alright. Yeah, I saw the did you not see my response? Okay, before I actually speak, I need to remember what the hell the thing is. 24135. 24135. Whoops. There we go. Nice. I don't enjoy it either. Oh, I see. You're on about, like, the Majora's Mask LP? Then, good. Actually, because neither do I. Neither do I. Yes, I did see your response, but you didn't say anything other than, what the fuck? Well, that was my response. I was kind of like, okay. Fair enough. Because, I know, you can make it perfect. Thank you, Zahn. That's encouraging, man. Who knows, it might be maybe sometime after Half-Life, or it might be Crash Bandicoot. I have, like, so many ideas for future LPs, you know, that I would like to do. Some of them that, I don't know if you guys would want to hear them, but, no, I feel it would make more sense to make them a surprise and whatnot. I mean, Sonic Colors came out of nowhere, nobody saw that coming, not even my mates, because they know that I'm very mixed about that game. But because of that, I made an LP out of it. Oh god, it's Astral Observatory, I love this. Conic Sullers. Yes, indeed, I know the thing that you're speaking about. I worked so hard on it. Oh yeah, you definitely did. It took hours to do that. The thing that took, like... Come on, man. You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking with that. It looks like something you literally just doodled over in paint. But, I mean, it was funny, is what I'm trying to say. It was weird, and it was funny. I'm not too sure why you went to that sort of, like, detail and whatnot. No, I'm serious. I took 3 hours to do... Oh, my goodness. Well, fair enough. I'm still saying what the fuck. Because that was my response. I mean, how do you react to that? Imagine if I just took, like, a picture from a webpage and then doodled over the top of it. What would your response be? I don't know what you're expecting. Anyway, let's see. We're going to get the moon steer for this, ain't we? I haven't made a shitpost since last year, so I was past due, I see. That was the biggest shitpost of all time. And boy, was it good. Oh, I've got 99 rupees as well, bloody hell. Here's the weird thing though, right? You know the LP that I literally said after this gets worse? That actual LP, the final product, is one of my favourites that I've ever done. But, to make it that product... was not fun. It wasn't fun in the slightest. Oh god. God knows whenever we'll get to that, but we'll see. Did you see me draw Mario beating up Sonic? Yeah, I caught that as well for the thing that you were speaking about the other day. Like, what the fuck? Cal? Yeah, what is it? What the hell is this that you've sent me? Alright, let me check this. I'm gonna mute the desktop just in case it's some person having an orgasm or something. I don't know. Right, let's see. What is it? The hell is this? Oh, for God, bugger off with that. God's sake, that's the thing that literally Butter sent into the Discord server. It's the tutorial how to get gaming fonts to your computer. And I misspelled tutorial. Literally, it says TOTORIAL. If you don't believe me, click the link. Click the actual link, and it's not clickbait. That shit actually happened. It's insane. Anyway, yeah, I need to go back, don't I? Oops, I didn't do the thing, did I? I like all those videos, seriously. All those videos? What, of like the tutorial? Wait. Anyway, Exile, what ones are we talking about here? Are we talking about the LPs, or are we talking about the stupid ass crap that I used to release? Like tutorial videos, test videos and whatnot. Yeah, and I made that more obvious at the type, but... Oh, that's, yeah, of course, that's the thing that you doodled over, isn't it? There's, like, so many ads. I think I even used Internet Explorer back then. There's actually a comment on there that says, oh, you use Internet Explorer? And I was like, yes? Because I didn't know about Chrome or anything. Oh, the tutorials. What is a gaming font? It's a font with game. What a stupid title I gave it. I don't know why I did that, but oh god. No, it's fun to look back on the stuff that you did and just kind of like make mockery of it. But for the fun. Not literally because I know that I'm a piece of crap. Just because I know that then I don't really have a better... What am I trying to say? I don't know. I lost it. I was onto something, but then I lost it. Wait, what am I doing again? Oh yeah, the moon's here. Yeah, I crossed out Internet Explorer. God's sake. Oy, oy, oy. Please don't private the video. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to private the video. I need to publish the stupid bonus video of Metro Fusion. Which, oh god. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do actually for the occasion. I'll tell you what I'll do for the occasion, boys. If it lands on Metro Fusion Old, not only will I actually play through stuff and talk about it, but I will also republish... I will republish the bonus video because it's so jank. It's awful. Yeah, I showed you like my PC files back in the day. It was 2012, you know, I didn't quite take things seriously back then. Yeah, I used QuickTime Player in 2020, that comment was not for Internet Explorer. All I did was cross out Internet Explorer. I see. For my current level of competency, so I can relate to that. Well, and that's the end. That's the end of this side of things with Majora's Mask. Good game. Favorite game of all time. But probably the worst LP of all time. Why did you have a picture of Poe from Kung Fu Panda? I forgot about that. I just happened to have a picture of Poe for some... I don't know, it's just there for some reason. Jizba suddenly gave me a bit of a throwback there. Sometimes I think people take all this stuff too seriously. There's something wholesome and honest about just doing your best with what you have and just enjoying yourself. Yeah, gee, there is that sort of perception, isn't there? I think that's what I was trying to explain earlier, actually. Until my mind drifted, so Zahn has officially fixed my brain. Cal posed. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, right. Let me just remove Majora's Mask from this, because we're never going to hear from it ever again. At least on this retrospective. Move on and see what up is next. Wait, no, that... I spoke like Yoda. What game is up next, is what I was supposed to say. Okay, right, so, let's move back to the wheel.